Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Toshiba's Ultrabook Hybrid Toshiba Satellite Click 2 Pro. Now, if you're not familiar with hybrids, those are exactly what they sound like. Those are kind of like a laptop and a tablet in one. So you can use it as a laptop, and then when you're leaving, you can just take the screen off and use it as a tablet. You know, if you're interested in that, you can just, stay and watch the rest of this review. Can you tell me which side is the right side up on this? Because it really looks like it's bottom side from both sides, right? Well, that's because the back of this screen is actually the back of a tablet. So tablet has its own cooling, it has its own speakers and everything. If we take it off, you can see here are some ports on the back, but all in all, this screen looks very good. This whole surface is just covered with glass. This rubber bezel right here is just barely sticking out above the gloss. So if you put it on a table, if you lay it flat, just so that the screen doesn't actually get scratched or anything. And from the back, you can see this kind of classic Toshiba metal with this texture. Here's the Toshiba logo and everything. Here are the cooling, exhaust, and speakers. Well, if we take a look at this this dock, on the other hand, it looks pretty thin, although it's not actually very light. It's almost as heavy, if not as if even heavier, maybe as the tablet itself. And there's a reason for that, and the reason is balance, because you don't want the tablet actually flipping over while you're using this. This surface on the top is metal, just as the same as the back of the tablet, and here the keys, and on the back there's this plastic and these rubber pads, and it looks kind of nice, stylish. Although when you put them both together, I'm not really sure how they look. They don't look very pretty to me. I'm not sure. You can judge by yourselves. And this is pretty slim. This is slimmer than your regular laptop, but it's not very light. It's pretty heavy. It's, I think, about 2 kilos, and that's almost double the weight as some Ultrabooks. But except for that, if you're carrying it with yourself to your job or something, you're a college student, whatever, you can easily put it in a bag. It'll fit. You'll just feel the weight. As for the keyboard, it's pretty nice. It gives you that quick response. Other than that, it's kind of like polished. It's very smooth. So I thought it would be slippery, but it's not. It's actually quite nice to use. Another thing that I like, it's that it's backlit. So if you're using it in the dark before bedtime, you can easily see and you can type away. The touchpad is also very good. It's quick responsive. It has all your multi-touch gestures, Windows 8 gestures, clicks, whatever. The only thing I didn't actually like is that it's too small for me. I couldn't get used to it, so I would rather just use the screen and type on it rather than using the touchpad. Let me show you the ports. Here you have the AC adapter, 2 USB interfaces, and here behind this cover is an SD card reader. Here's the HDMI port and one headphone input. If we take the tablet away, you can see here is another headphone input. Here's just one USB interface and an micro HDMI input. Those are like micro USBs, but they're just they're fatter. Usually like cameras use those and such. And here's the actual power supply. The dock doesn't have a separate battery, so you can't actually charge up the tablet and the dock, and when the one battery runs out, you can use the other one. That's not how it works. Oh, another thing, here's like this lid. Oh, here it is. And here's this lid. It's like a micro SD card slot, so you can have a micro SD card in here as well. That's really good. The front-facing web camera is HD 720p. It looks pretty nice, as you can see. The microphone is also good. It's just fine for Skype calls or whatever. It supports Bluetooth, right? And I have to mention the back camera, which is is just unbearably bad. It's really just a bad camera. It sometimes takes up to like 2 or 3 seconds to even take like one photo. Autofocus is real bad, so I'm not sure when I would use it only if I like really need to and I have nothing else. I would rather use my cell phone than that camera. It's really bad and it's unusable by night. So yeah. Let me tell you a little bit about the screen. Let me take it off. Now the screen is 13-inch diagonal and it looks very good. Colors are accurate, you know, pictures crisp, clean, and what's best, the viewing angles are really good. And it's just a very pretty screen. And while I'm talking about it, you can use it outside on the max brightness settings, although this you know, automatic light sensor doesn't actually work like instantaneously, so you have to wait a bit for it to adjust. The touchscreen actually supports like 10-finger input, so you can more than one people can use this. You can maybe play games. If you have your significant other, you can both scroll, you know, different web pages at the same time. And it was just a pleasure using Windows 8 on this. It's really good, really responsive, real fast. Everything is colorful, nice. It looks very pretty. One more great detail on this tablet is this Windows 8 logo, which is a, you know, capacitive button. So if you actually press it, it will take you to the Windows start screen or the Metro and back, and it just makes a little buzz sound. The battery will last you for about 5 to 6 hours. That's how long it lasted for me, although I use it like periodically. So I used it for a few days, you know, just a few hours at a time. So before bedtime, in between, you know, commercials and stuff. So it depends how you use it, of course, but you know, roughly 5 to 6 hours. Performance wise, this baby has an Intel Core i5 processor. It has 4 gigs of RAM and it has an SSD of 120 gigabytes. So you know, that's pretty okay for a tablet, right? It runs Windows 8.1 and it supports multitasking really good, really well. You can have a lot of stuff on at the same time. You can even start up some, you know, more CPU intensive software. That's what this processor is for. Although it's not for gaming, I wouldn't recommend it for gaming just because it doesn't actually have a graphics card. I mean, like dedicated graphics card, and you need one for gaming. I guess it can run some basic games, but nothing too special. And you know, let me talk about the cooling. Let me actually take it off. And so the cooling is, this tablet does heat up, but you know, here are the two exhausts, and actually this is the exhaust and this is where the air comes in. That's what I've noticed, and it does heat up, but it's not a lot. It's not even sometimes noticeable, and it doesn't make a sound. It's very, very quiet. And while I'm here, you can also see these speakers, and as soon as I saw this Harman Kardon logo, I knew that these speakers were very good, and they are. They're, you know, they're nothing special. This is a tablet, right? But you can watch movies, you can listen to your music and everything with some dose of quality. These are a very good set of speakers. So, you know, for the end, I'm not sure if I would take this tablet for myself personally, just because I'm not sure how much use I would get out of it. But if you're someone who is who cannot afford or who doesn't want to have tablet and a laptop or an ultrabook at the same time, and you need something that is, you know, somewhat powerful on the go, this is a great thing for you. You know, for instance, photographers, you need to edit images really fast. You can edit videos instantaneously. So this is a great thing for everyone else. I'm not sure. Maybe you wanna check in a bit more on this or something, because I just don't know how much use you can get out of a 13-inch screen as your, you know, main device. So that would be all. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, ask away in the comments. I'll be glad to help. Like this video, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.